All right, and we should be live. Nice, nice. Put out some announcements and then get started working on fun. There we go. And let's put on some music. Go. Why? So last time when we left off, lower the volume on this a little bit. Last time when we left off, we were working on auto formatting with SIG format when you save. And there was an issue where it would crash after saving if the lines were removed from the end of the file during the formatting. And I realized that off stream that this was probably because of the cursor position not being updated properly. So I fixed that off stream. So if we go and pop open the editor, I pretty much just added a function ensure cursor is valid and call that. And that basically sets the cursor position to a valid position. Make sure that it's not beyond the end of the text. And updates the scroll view cursor, excuse me, which is this white thing here that moves with a cursor, so that that's not out of range either. So after doing that, we can go to build run test, and if we make sure this is valid, we add a bunch of new lines, we save, boom, format it correctly. No memory leaks or anything. Let's pop open the and then I found another issue if SIG format doesn't run properly. So this, for example, is invalid SIG code. If I save this, it'll crash. With an error saying standard dir string too long. And that's coming from collect output in the child process. And I am not sure why. So that's what we're gonna start digging into today, is just why this is crashing. And I don't think it should, but I must be doing something wrong for this to happen. So I'm gonna go process child, and there's this function collect output, and we're basically hitting this one. Standard error stream is too long, which it shouldn't be, right? So if we, right, and it clears the file, which is unfortunate. That shouldn't be happening, and I don't know why that's happening either. So we want to go something like main void turn. This is what we want to. If we try to format this directly, right? We just get a short error that says we expected the semicolon after the statement. And when this happens, what is supposed to happen is we're supposed to just write the the text before we format it because the formatting failed, so we just save whatever we have, right? But because this is failing in a way that I don't think it should be, it's crashing before we can save. And I don't know why that actually clears the whole file. But either way, we expect the sig format command to fail. What we are not expecting is to run into this. And I wonder if there isn't some way to get around this. Because this is what we pass in here. Ah, maybe it's because this is actually longer than the file. So we probably shouldn't be using text to format length now that we're expecting something potentially be coming from the standard error string. That might be longer than the file. That's probably what's going on here. So what if we just say the maximum output is, I suppose it can be whichever is larger, either a megabyte, which is going to be 2024 bytes, or we can do twice the length of the file. Whichever one is larger should be fine. Well, we can maybe make this just 100 megabytes. Why not? Next to formats. Let's try that. So now if we exit build run tests, if I save this now, yeah, nothing happens. As it should. But I suppose given this, we'll probably want to actually catch an error here. So I want to go catch. We don't actually care what the error is. We just care that we want to kill the process, I think. Yeah. Kill the process. And then write to the file whatever we wanted to initially format. Okay. And now my mouse is out of power. Let's plug that in. There we go. Yeah. And I suppose probably want to try to log something here. At least while we're developing. So we're going to go fail to collect auto set format output. Eventually we'll want to want to allow people to configure which auto formatter they're using for what sort of file. But for now, we're only really using this to work on zip files, so we can just make that assumption. And also, I think standard neutral snake format, set it with one here. Let's add a couple more debugs in here. So let's say standard log debug zip format process didn't get standard transmitter. Standard log debug failed to start zip format process. Which might happen if SIG is not installed. So that's fairly normal to see. All right. Ah, that was probably cleared because we truncate the file here. And then because we never saved, it ended up being empty. Well, either way, that should be fixed now. Although that probably means we need to try to write this fails. This shouldn't fail, that's a bigger issue, but we don't, well, maybe we just try this before we get the file. That's probably the better way to do this. Get context, beginning, text format, and use a writer. Start writing bunch, tasks. All right. Well, let's make sure this builds. And that we see what we're expecting in the, yep, exited with a non-zero status. That's exactly what we expect. Otherwise, successful. Hey. That's going to be nice. I think I'm about ready to just call this done. So let's just, first of all, we only want to proceed with the auto formatting if this is a SIG file. So if standard standard of this path, I think there's like a extension thing. Yeah, extension. So in standard mem equal standard peppers extension file. If that's equal to zig, actually, if that's not equal to zig, we wanna just write whatever we have to the file immediately and return. We want to go file dot write home x2 format, and we'll put a little debug statement in here too. Standard log debug. Saving to non-zip file. Skipping all the payments. Okay, that's gonna be nice. All right. So let's annotate this. Get the text in the buffer. Going to save to others. If it doesn't exist. All right. So now we don't expect, yeah, skip the auto format, so build run test. So I just go function. Okay. Watch this next week. Fine. Yeah. Mm, just a bunch of spaces here, just happens. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And let's make sure this is actually saving after the format. Just in case. We go, if we do it standard log debug. That's it. There we go. Nice. Love to see it. Alright, let's check what we have so far. Yeah, we fixed this in the reloading function. And then in the save, we run the auto formatter. Okay. Oh yeah, and we make sure we redraw after saving. Okay. Oh, oops. Into that. All right. Next step, allow pasting. I'm so tired of not being able to copy something and paste it into Fun. Would make moving code around so much easier. So I think there is a paste event. So we can go to the. I actually wonder if it makes more sense to. No, the editor widget probably makes the most sense for this. Yeah, I think so. I think so. At least the way we have this set up now. So yeah. Just need to check how that actually happens. I know. Type on the event context. Or just Okay, it's a Wix framework event, so it's in here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, see, paste, and we get the. So we should be doing something like paste, and then it's going to give us pasted text, and I think we have to create some present for free pasted text. I think so. You're going to ask about this. Okay, so we have the pasted text. How am I inserting? Now is probably a good time to implement some sort of insert text at cursor function. Yeah, that's probably how I'm going to do it. So we have movement and yeah, we have deletion functions down here. Maybe the same thing. So we go insert provided text like it's probably that's after current cursor. No, before the current cursor. Because the current cursor should then move to the end of whatever space or inserted in this case. So insert text before. I think this is going to need to be divided like that. Did I already? No, I didn't already rebuild. No. So let's actually, before we do this, sec build. Right, I have to comment that out. Or make that an underscore, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, this should give us auto formatting. Nice. It's down here somewhere. Yes. Okay. So, and we want to go do. Probably need to split this into lines because I need to take care because I'm not storing things in a single big array, storing individual lines. So what's the best way to do that? Probably with something like a tokenizer, standard lamb tokenize. Yeah, we can probably use this one. So we want to do something like iterator, standard lamb tokenized scalar. Right. Next do it. So yeah, get the type and the buffer. Next. And the delimiter, which is going to be new lines. And then we do something like while next. That's how that works. We get a line. And let's see. The line, I don't think that's gonna include any new lines. Well, we can try this first. See how this works. Did I have any? I don't think I had any inserts here. Did I? Movement. But it does have a new line. Okay. Position is valid. So the way we want to do this, we want to do so. Yeah, we do start with fluffy lines, items. Set the cursor line. So I want to insert into the cursor into the current line, right? And the text. I think there's an insert at. Let's see. Lists. Insert. Insert slice is what we want. Insert slice. add index, and then the items. So we want to go, the index can be self cursor column, line. Then we want to go self cursor column plus equals length of length. And then we want to insert new line at position equals, I guess this is supposed to be line, so cursor dot line. Wait, didn't I implement the helper function for this? So first of all, let's get the function name right. Insert new line at new underscore line? Yeah, new underscore line. New underscore line. And then I'm pretty sure I have a helper for this. Cursor to position, yeah. I do indeed have a helper. We can just go self.cursor.to position. Then, so first, let's see. One, insert the texts. Curve cursor position. Update cursor position such that it's an update. Inserted text. Let's do this. Ooh, nice. 3. Then we're gonna go add a new line after the inserted text. And then we want to go move the cursor. I'm pretty sure this is not going to work correctly because on the last insert you don't actually want to insert a new line. But let's see how this works first. Let's see what this does. I'm gonna go self.cursor line. This one, which is probably the same thing. And self cursor column 0. In reality, we only want to do these two things if there is actually a new line at the end of the line. And I don't know if this is going to work the way I want it to. And then I suppose we have to self.scroll cursor equals self.cursor. Make sure to keep these in sync. And then we're going to want to I don't know that this should necessarily be in this function, but it's fine. I think this needs to be a try. Actually, we can just do that at the end of the function. We don't need to do that on every iteration of the loop. Size updates. Line ages. this. Okay, let's see what happens. Do I have something? Okay, I have a link in my clipboard. So basic code run test. What happens if I paste? It did not add the new line. That's pretty cool. If I do it here. Nice. That seems to have worked. But then what happens if we copy multiple lines? For example, if we try to copy this. Pasting this text to the terminal may be dangerous. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That kinda sorta worked. The new line characters are not. I don't know what these are. It's funky. But it seemed to work correctly, kind of, maybe? Let me try to do this just. Let's just try this. Yeah, ads. And first of all, what happens if I go do it here? Yes, paste. Okay, I think there was a new line character at the end of this. I think that's how the helix selections work. So if I paste here, that just works. Fantastic. Fantastic. And if I just copy something else, let's try something like this, but I don't copy the new line character. It's here, then yes. Okay, nice. This just worked. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is going to make many things a lot easier. But it also looks like maybe copying out of fun is not the best because it includes the, yeah. But I can always remove that, so that should be fine. Yeah, this is fine. I think that's just because the selection I'm doing here is from the terminal. Maybe if I just do it like this, one at a time, yeah, that should work pretty well. Okay. Okay, this should at least last me for for a while. Okay. Beautiful. Wait, how is that being pasted in when I don't call insert? Oh, is it handled by the rich text widget in Access? Does that just already handle this? Maybe I didn't even have to insert this. Is that really the case? Hang on. No, there's no event handler. Then why is this working? Is that happening through the insertion? That's a little bit spooky. Hmm. debug something text. T. Oh, yes. Oh, neat. To think about that. Wow. Wait, so are we not getting a paste event? Debug. See paste. Um, huh. Well, okay. So then what's going on when I do this? Paste. It inserts a bunch of additional spaces when I do a multi-line paste like this. I wonder why this is happening. Oh, indents. That surprises me. I find that very surprising. What do we want to do? Insert text. Cursor pasted. Next. Either way, I want to. This works. Paste run. Let's try this in a different terminal. Smaller. Build run test. Oh. What did I call it? Insert. Called it insert something. Insert text before cursor, right? Right, because it should happen before the cursor. And now that this is getting called, there are issues to work through. Fine. We want to fix this anyway. Wait, what? Oh, right. It's in the insertion function when I'm adding the new line, of course. then I need to entcast this. Did not realize info debug logs would be printed. So fix that. Okay, now what if I text contains terminal control codes? That's what I want to see. I just went through the inserting texts. Anyway, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, let's fix the info appearing to be printed. What is happening in the auto formatter? Which happens in the save function, which is where again? I lost it. Is it somewhere up here? Yeah, here. Okay. I put an info in. Nearly should have made that a debug, not an info. To keep things a little cleaner. Yeah. In release mode, at least. So we have something, but I don't actually know if it works. Well, I wanna split this anyway. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna go. Wait, no. That's actually not what I want. I want to squash that into the previous. Okay, squash. Variable into something. Done. Done. And that includes that as a debug log now. So debug, that's a debug. That's a debug. And this is debug. Okay, yeah. And just split. Here we want to do something like editor, maybe handle paste. OSC 52. Yeah, I would say 52. So 52 paste. Can't actually trigger this event. To see. Maybe this is what happens when you trigger paste through Maxis. I think there's something like that. Paste. Because I know there's a copy thing. I think. Yeah, there's a copy to system clipboard, which uses OSC52. And then I suppose I just have to yeah, that's probably the way to do this. Request system clipboard. For when we implement copy and paste, which is not going to happen now, but eventually, who knows? Okay. Once we have selections implemented, that's when we can do that. But in the meantime, I guess pasting just always worked. Maybe I should have tried it. All right, but before we continue, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, 10 to 15 minutes or so. Work AFK for 15 minutes. Good break. Move on to working on Maxis. Yeah. All right. I will see you all again in a bit. Bye bye. Right. And we are back. So next thing we're going to take a look at is contributing back to libvaxis. See, yeah. Right. All right, so we're gonna go to Access. Right, so the scroll view that you see, save build run in the editor, this thing, the fact that you can scroll and do stuff like this. What is going on here? Okay, think about that later. This scroll view, the fact that you can scroll up and down, that's from Vaxis. I still have to deal with it when I'm moving the mouse wheel. You can see the scroll bar like jitter like this. I don't know why it does that, but that is from a scroll view that I've made here. Um, so we're gonna see if we can fix the jitter and then send Rocco Rager a patch to actually contribute this. Let's see. The jitter is probably this thing moving. And I don't know why that happens. Let's see. Let's just confirm that that is actually what is happening. Standard log debug and scroll bar type. Do this again. Oh, and I guess I need. Of course, oops. I of course forgot to pouch with access. Why not? Oh, and I forgot to save here as well. Let's try this again. Patch save. Run. Yeah. Yeah, so it does this. When I'm in, it even does that when I scroll down. I wonder why this is happening. But like with the keyboard shortcut. Why is that happening? That is something I find insanely weird. Maybe it's this thing. Let's see. Standard log debug. Let's go max height. Let's do it like this. Max height. And scroll out. Scroll down. Okay. This is happening even though the maximum height and the scroll bar height are the same? Some for 60. What are we expecting? We are expecting 58. Maybe it's because because of this. Standard log debug has more. If save that. Where's it? If self.scroll that has more, that's what it is. Scroll has more. Yes. And slowly. I can do this. So these are literally the ones I would expect it to be doing here. Height and but maybe it's using the float. So I don't think it should have more when you're trying to scroll at the bottom. That seems like a bug. So let's see what we get when we do this. Yeah, so we do have more. And yeah, then it flips. Which is so in that case the flicker is expected based on the value of has more. But has more should not be. If you try to scroll at the bottom, has more shouldn't be set to false. That's weird. That's weird. Where is that updated? I think that's somewhere in here. Right. So it starts by setting scroll to has more. And then it's going to call search children, I think. That does that update has more? No. Okay. Here, right. Item index. Hmm. I wonder if this happens because we scroll down, we get to the end, Hasmore is set to false, and then on the following draw, and then we draw the list, and then we try to scroll down, and during that draw, we don't get here because the view we're looking at, the builder always returns a child here. Just because we never try to draw beyond the view, so we never try to get a widget that we don't see and doesn't exist in the case. So like we draw precisely to the end, don't try to draw any further, and because of that, we never reach a point in the while loop where the builder, where the item fetching thing here in the builder returns a null. I suppose we could check if we have the item counts. We can actually check if we're at the last item because we've got the index for the last item. So the end index, it feels really hacky, but maybe that's how I do this. Maybe that is how we do this. I could just go here and say if so item count, we have that. Then we can go if end equals count plus 1. So let's scroll dot response. We know the count, and the end index is at the last item. Be sure there's nothing. And thus we are. Wonder if this will fix this. Let's see if this works. It does not. Why? Probably because, am I setting item counts? I don't know. Let's see. I might not be, but it's fine. Let me check first here. Debug, count, and I need to do that. Where's the end? Count. Yeah, I don't set the item count. Well, there's an easy way to fix that. In the editor, just in the draw function. Yeah, we can set this here. So scroll view item count equals self components dot items dot length. I can just go self dot length. Thinking about it. Yeah. Hmm. We have to it cast this. Where's the draw function? Draw, here we go. Yeah, we have to go cast. And this, yeah. Okay, it still flips because the count, the end index does not match the count. Why? Count is 334, the end is 74. So the count is correct. The end index is not. I would fully expect this to be correct. Why is it not? The end is always 74. So maybe that's only for the going for the screen height. Right. Yes. I think. This is the index into the child list though. Oh. I don't think this makes any sense. Why? Why is it like this? Let's see. Hmm. I do not know. Is it the height of the window? Is that what's going on? Is the tail mount? If I reduce the height, if it would let me. Oh my god. It seems related to the height of the window, but not precisely. This seems weird. Okay, maybe I'm just not going to be able to fix this then. Not with this, at least. Let's see. Maybe it's because the child list is constructed by the scroll view and isn't actually the full list. So maybe we can do something better with the estimated heights. Nope, you know what? I'm going to come back to this another day. So we need to figure out flickering scroll scrolling at problem. That's what we're gonna do next. So we'll come back to this. All right, and that's going to end the stream for today. Thank you for tuning in. You did. And have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.